Navigraph a second. So this is what it's got coming in. I don't think... I don't think this is the right runway, given the weather we just saw. I mean, there is no... the wind's coming in 100. 19er is no better than 10. It's like slightly better. Do we have time to open the box out this flight plan? I don't know, Valtil. I need to focus. Last time I did something in cruise, it went a bit Pete Tong, didn't it? But right now, I'm just concerned about which runway to go in on. It actually has an ILS into 01, so if we do that. That looks good. That was on the Keki 1H arrival. I think it will cope with that. Like something that we can deal with. Let's insert that. Keki 1H arrival then. Right. There's so many. Look at this. Kekik 1H RNAV arrival. Kekik 1Z 1AG. Okay, well I think it must be that one. That looks about right. So what do we need to be? 2,100 by 10 DME, which is here. 2,800 by 10 DME. Fman is 8.7 DME. Which is here, 2,800. At 2,800 it says. By Evman, 180 knots, 2,800. So that's a fixed constraint. Go on to this. $190, 2,800. It's 180 on this chart, buddy. Override that. do you mean, Mickey? Graphics cards have come down in price. How much have they come down by? BS502, 3000. Bever, you've got to be above 8k at Bever, max 230. $230 above, that's fine, it's got that one. BS502, 3000. BS502, 3000, it's got that one as well. Okay, so the rest of that profile looks okay. It should pick up the ILS itself. 110 decimal 1. 0 decimal 1 IDLM. Cool, it's got that as well. So I think we're set up on that profile. The only thing we've got to worry about now is when do we need to... There's descent point there. So we need to make sure we don't blow past that again. Where's the panel lighting on this thing? Cargo heat, smoke. Nice. Temperature. It's going to get dark in here, for sure. Okay, so we'll be going over Izmir on our left. Look at that. GPUs around are pretty close, if not at MSRP. Alright, so things have kind of mostly gone back to normal. So suppliers caught up a bit then. It's definitely time for an in-flight snack, guys. Custard cream. I think a lot of it, it's not just component supply, but Bitcoin prices, it's like half of what it was. So I suspect the miners are not grabbing hold of graphics cards now. Been bought a coffee by the cabin crew. Nice. Trucker J, do you remember when Microsoft Flight Sim came out? You couldn't buy a flight control for love or money. Like nothing. Yeah, but donut, the electric price has gone up as well quite a lot. So to mine Bitcoin, you need an expensive graphics card, and the electricity price has gone up considerably, and the price of Bitcoin is half of what it was. So if you are mining, you're probably using the equipment you've got, and you're just holding on to coins until the price goes back up. Going to skip the 12th gen Intel. They are quick, but they are very power hungry. That's what I mean. They're very power hungry. They're drawing so much power, they're generating so much heat. You can't put that much wattage through something and not have the heat go somewhere. Top of the screen, Booker. Low power core side doesn't seem very good for desktops. I disagree with that, Captain Flint. I think what Apple did with Apple Silicon, and that's the model that Intel are following, and I'm pretty certain that's the same model that AMD will go with, where you have two kinds of core, like you have your primary core, the high frequency core, and then you have a low power core. And that's ideal for, there's so many background processes that run on your OS that are quite happy to sit on those low power cores. And then you just bring up the high power cores when you need the oomph. I think that is the way that things will be. We'll see what AMD does this year. I think that might be very, very interesting. Because I think there's a socket change coming from AMD. Oh, they will, Ibanez. I absolutely agree. I kind of feel like Intel wanted to buy ARM because it knows it needs to go to RISC processing in its graphics cards. It has to. And they didn't, they wasn't able to buy ARM, so maybe they're going to do it anyway. But who's going to manufacture the stuff for them, I don't know. Yeah. Hello, Adam. It's got to happen, mate. You can't... There's no point having all the cores able to run at stupid frequencies and powers when you don't need it. Got to have efficiency cores. Right, let me see where we are. I don't want to... Right, 350. Hey, it's looking nice in the cockpit. Look at this. Looking very nice in the cockpit right now. Sorry, the flight deck. That US housing electro 110 volt system will not cope with more wattage. Yeah, they have, if I understand it, they have dual phase though, don't they? They have 110 volts dual phase. Most of the stuff runs on 110 volts. Things like the dryers, they plug into the dual phase, so it gets 220 volts, but you have to have certain plugs to get that, I think, from what I know about US Electric, which is not a huge amount. Starting to get some ground lighting. Look at this. Ho ho. Look at that. Look at the shadows. screen grab of that. Issue in the US, we have 220 volts from power company, then our electric panel in our homes only uses one of the 220 volts to most power sockets. Yes. If we need 220, we bond the two hots to the circuit. Yeah, but you can get special, like I saw, I was watching a video of a guy charging his Tesla, and he bought this thing, I forget what he called it, but he basically plugged it into the dryer socket, the special plug for 220 volts. He plugged it into that, and it basically had a split plug on it. So then he plugged his dryer in one, the Tesla charger in the other, and then he just like flicks from either the dryer or the Tesla, and then he gets his full 220 volts. And it was like some cheap unit he bought. You don't need 400 volts from, do you? It's more about ampage with an oven than voltage. Oh, I'm glad I can help him in some small way, PC Gaming. Send him our best wishes, mate. Beautiful. Sun's going down. Look at that. This game is ridiculous. Is it even a game anymore? I don't know. It seems ridiculous to call this a consumer product. That's what I'm saying, hello Adam. The socket itself was the socket that he normally plugs his dryer into, and then this thing was a splitter, basically. You plug it in, you plug your dryer and your other thing in, it splits the 220, but you have to choose one or the other. Why consumes lesser people? It's Izmir, right ahead. City of Izmir. Might put the airports up. LIBJ, I think? Is that Izmir Airport? Izmir International? Is that it there? There's definitely one there. No ADC required. What does this mean? What does no ADC required mean? God blimey, it wants the destination dates already. Yeah, a lot of them are doing that. Hello Adam, like the, I think it's the Hyundai? Theirs will do that. Bi-directional battery, so you can charge the house from your battery as well, like reverse the power. Definitely the future. Although every time you charge and discharge your batteries, you're kind of wearing them out, so a bit of a balance to be had, really. Arrival 20131009. What barrel we went for now. not long since we're going to be hitting that send button. Carth, thank you for 1.5 years. Love to see you back on Flight Sim. Thank you, Carth. What I didn't do was get the ground charts. That one. Of course, that's all set up. Getting dark. Yeah, the big issue with hydrogen is just, you know, its ability to explode. Like, it's even more volatile than fuel, and its energy mass is less. So, it is a big problem using hydrogen. Yes, we're going to Turkey. Dalaman. Going to be landing at night by the look of it. Should be fun. How do we turn down the brightness of these lights? What's the control for that? It's Ecam brightness. Miles. We're going down now. We're not missing it this time. Lack of electric charging stations that are not Teslas. Yeah, but Tesla is slowly opening up its charging network. But it's based on demand. Like, they first opened it in the Netherlands to non-Tesla cars. Now they've added the UK, France, I think Spain, and a couple of others. But it's wherever the demand is. If there's too much demand, they can't do it, but they're trying to do it for non-Tesla cars. But they have to have the, was it the ECS charger? I can't remember the name of it. Possibly Norway and Sweden. Can't remember the exact list. Canada's the last thing to get anything. Well, not if you count, you know, Nigeria. pretty neat. Kid you know, if you go back a few years, Apple was the last to get Apple Pay. Why? Was there a reason? Was it like a Canadian government thing, or the flight charts add-on? It's Navigraph. It's got SimBrief Navigraph integration. Nice, isn't it, Valtil? Just like the way that it's lit over here, then it gets progressively dark, and then you can see the sky. It's just fantastic. Look at that. So well done. Oh, there's Bodrum up in the IRL. Yeah, I flew from Izmir to Bodrum. Didn't realise how close it was to Kos, though. Blimey. Why does it keep putting me here? Should you switch to Microsoft Flight Sim? Yeah, I would say so. I think what you get out of the box with Microsoft Flight Sim is more than good enough. You don't need to, like, just buy it and try it. Heck, if you buy it on Steam, you can refund it within 2 hours. I think it was Turkish Airlines flew reason. So we flew Turkish Airlines from, I can't remember if we went from Heathrow. That was a nice plane. It had screens in the back of the seats and everything. This is like 2005. 2005? 2006, I think. Screens in the back of the seats and everything, lovely. And then we got a connecting flight down to Bodrum. They were both Turkish Airlines. It is on Game Pass, I think, yes, if you have Game Pass. So yeah, you could sign up for Game Pass for a month for £1. You got literally a month to play with it. Cheapest way you can ever get into any flight sim is that. And then you can decide for yourself. Don't know, Trucker J. If you knew, I think you can still get it if you knew. I don't. I've no idea. Everybody's up the prices, so it's quite possible. So the Game Pass, if you want to buy, make sure to buy the Steam version. The Game Pass version is always having problems. I'm not on the Steam version. I'm on the Windows Store version, and I'm absolutely fine. Not a problemo. Oh, it's just completely black out there now. It's going to be a fun landing. Glide slope, so we're good. Well, descent profile, technically. I take the cable out of that, that will just die, won't it? Where's the power button? Just turn that one off. Runway 01 dry, I think. few clouds, no reports of rain. Fly the Meta. Fuel prediction 63, 64.2. Sorry, wrong button. 64.2. Then we go max reversers, low brake. Yeah, we'll be fine. Plenty of runway. 6 knot crosswind. Whatever. Whatever. So yeah, we're good. Should be coming into the arrival shortly. Months, Trucker Ball. Thank you. I am fine. Thank you very much. IRL flying? No. No. Combination of too busy, focusing on stuff like this, IRL stuff, and plane's been out all this week. So what I'm going to do this week, I think, is get up to the airfield because the plane's back, go and have a chat with one of the instructors, set up a plan, and yeah, get something in place so we can get trained onto it. And then get flying. And the only Cicata I can find is for X-Plane, so if I want to fly one in a sim, I'm going to have to put it on the X-Plane. 53 months, F Phillips, bing bong. F Phillips on 53 months, free nuts are available on request. Nice. I'll take some. You got any walnuts? You mentioned about mounting your iPad to rig being a pain. No, I think I'll be able to get it here because my iPad mini is small enough. My RAM mounts, I could definitely do it. I'm sure I could. Because what you can do, you can connect this tablet to your actual tablet, and I think then you can just click on it here, like physically, rather than having to go over there and do it. Which is convenient for me, but then you can't see what I'm doing unless I also look at it like that. So I will have to try it out and see what it's like. Having an overlay like different navigation for your iPad to stream. Yeah, I could do that. I can project my iPad into the server and show it on screen directly. It's another way of doing it. Hello Roadmaster, how you doing? God, that sun is gone. It's completely gone. Look at it, it's just black outside. Right then, Local pressure. VOR of Dell, is that on the chart? Oh, there it is. So we can actually show that as well. There's Dell. Local in-game time. Do you mean my time? Just the middle bottom of the screen. Alton, how you doing? Well, Turkish time is plus 4 hours, so it'll be by 11 PM, I think. Is it 4 hours Turkey? I think it's 4. A bit early for a black start. 11 o'clock at night in Turkey? Don't think so. Plus 3, so it's 10 PM in Turkey. Yes, I have quantum. It was fine. It can't be 2100 if it's plus 3, unless they don't have summertime, I don't know. I didn't find the dimmer switch. I've got the panel dimmers, but not the actual overall brightness here. Oh, they don't have a summertime. In that case, it's 9 PM. They're a lot further south than the UK, so they don't have the same extended and contracted day-night cycles. Is the dials up under the AP? This is all chrono stuff. It's not down here either. I'll have to find it later. I don't know where it is. Above the bit that goes back from the AP to the panels, above the wheel brakes. Goes back from the AP to the panels. It's not on here. It has to be down here, if anyone. Unless I'm just too high to see it. I don't see anything here to do with lighting. Black dial, hard to see. You mean this stuff? It's not any of that. Up from that, there's nothing here, dude. This is just emptiness. And it's not up here. There's no controls for lighting up here. Hanging off the bottom of the AP unit. Are you having a laugh? This shadowy thing here that's got what if it it does anything. I don't know what it does. Oh, that's the brightness for this stuff. That's what that is. It's the brightness of this, the digit display. Is what that one is. That one I don't know, unless it's that. Oh, that's dimming that, look. So that's basically the two panel display brightnesses. It's not. I hadn't seen that, which is good to know, but it's not what we want. This one here, is it? There's a secret light there. I need to have a look in the daytime. It's very hard to see, and I'm trying to land a plane, so we'll leave it for now. PFD and ND, these screen brightnesses. Get flaps one in. Has anybody seen a runway? I hope this thing's lit. Looked like I was down by your right knee. Blimey. My right knee would be about here. Is it like there somewhere? Some secret light here? Oh, there you go. Floodlight panel. Ah, there it is. Integrated light. Oh, that's, there it is. It's that one though. Thank you. We found it. Woo! Now we can focus on flying. It's literally just completely black. There's nothing out there. Surely we should see something. It's literally nothing there. I don't like this. Andy G, thanks 59 months. Time for dome light. I like having the dome light though. Makes me feel comfortable. Where was that? That was that's the overhead lighting. It's not that one. It was here somewhere. Wiper. Where's the dome light gone? The problem with the dome light is there's no actual slider for it. It's like an on-off thing. Look. Do you not find that a little bit too dark? I do. Bright cockpit lights or room vision even in sim. Well, we can see stuff now. See if we can pick up a localizer. I've seen it do this more than once. Nobody knows why, but that's definitely not a thing that should happen. It's about to approach a constraint at 200 knots and it just suddenly chucks some thrust in. It's weird. Very weird. now on the approach. It says ILS in amber. Not sure why it says it's in amber. There we go. I think it was just telling us to put those on. So now it's doing max speed and it should be doing 200 knots. I am just going to take over at this point and say, I don't trust you, I'm going to do this myself. Pollock, thank you 56. Haven't been around as much as I'd like to be, but still going strong. Thank you very much for your support. Right, glide slope is visible. Go gear down, get down to 180 now. .5 DME. Currently flaps 2.
2,500.
On the glide slope. Reference speed was 145. Back on auto throttle, we should be able to deal with it now. We'll check out all the flaps. On the spoilers. Spoilers armed. Signs. We never actually put the passenger signs on. Naughty captain. No blue. We are good. Can't see the 4 lights. Or the pappy lights. Yeah, you can. 8 dozen garden data. 4 nautical out. We have a slight left to right, sorry, right to left crosswind.
1,000.
Right, we have control.
Hundred above. 200. Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
A bit off centre line. We're in. Tidy up a little bit. Get that turned on for a kickoff. Let's see where we need to go. Domestic terminals. Okay. Perhaps should have gone left. McRaves, I would love something like that. That'd be so cool. Let's go left. I pull up next to one of these jetways. A320 is the first line, apparently. Oh, too much brake. On the money, there we go. Power is available, so we can kill the engines. On the APU bleed. Commence deboarding. Seatbelt signs come off. Off. Beacon light come off. It's coming in, yeah. Just uploading my screenshots now. And Volanta servers are struggling. There's too many people flying. Don't know if any plans to put it in the marketplace. I don't know because it comes with its own executable and I don't think Microsoft will ship that. So I very much doubt it for that reason. Because it runs its sim like outside of Microsoft Flight Sim. Let's go. Pretty cool there, isn't it? This is one of the things I bought last night. Yeah, Val tilt, I think so. I have a thing of showing you. I don't know I can show you Volanta, I think, is I do that. Look at the state of Volanta right now. It's tracking not just Volanta flights, but like BAT sim flights. Now, is it me? I mean, look at the number of flights over North America, and look at the number of flights over Europe. It's just insane. What the heck? You can almost make out where the airways are. Look at this procession here. We should be down here somewhere. There's Dalaman. That's where we are. That's our flight coming in. So you actually see some of the flights now that we've done this weekend. Like this weekend we bounced around here a bit and then we kind of hopped down here on Saturday, went over to Graz, and then today we've gone Graz, Florence, Tibat, and then down to Skjærthorst, and then down to Kalmar. It's pretty cool. Why some plain blue and some white? I think the blue ones are... How does it colour it? Some are VAT sim and some are just on Volanta. I can't remember which way it is. Can't remember the legend of it. Settings. Don't know, I can't find it. Can't find the legend for it. What's supposed to be tricky, Neen? Yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Have you got any questions or anything you want to ask? Because I need to get out of this rig. I've been sat in here all weekend. My bum's shaped like this cockpit seat now. Food from, thank you, it's 73 months. 27 away from 100. Hey, Vrom, let's just be clear. You can't have 2 VIPs, mate. Just saying. Not happening. Not really my thing, Quantum. Thanks for flight. It was good to see. Glad you enjoyed it. Right, should we raid somebody again? For the lols. Did you have fun raiding last night? We can go raid somebody else.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Captain Flint, thank you very much. Right, before I go and raid, I will be back again next weekend. I'm going to do some flying videos this week, so expect some of that back on the YouTube channel. Thanks to the mods this weekend. They've had to be a bit flexible because obviously sometimes I go under time, sometimes I go overtime, and it's, you know, they flex around that. So thanks to that. Thanks to them for that. And thank you so much for all your resubs and your support as ever. And I hope you have a wonderful week. We're going to go and raid a chap called Edward the Pilot, and he's a Swedish guy who's an IRL pilot. So I shall see you all very soon. There's a link to his channel. Go and say hello, put some squirrel nuts in his chat, be nice, be friendly. And I shall see you all very soon. But that is it for me, guys. Take it easy. Love you all. Have a great week. Good night.